Yeah, Maloa, welcome. We got my man Valentine over here. So, what's your actual Nigerian name?
Oh, my Nigerian name is Chinonso. We call it Chinonso. Chinonso means God is with us. This is our native name, which our forefathers bear us. We related it to God, the Supreme. So that was why I was named that name Chinonso. Chinonso, and
Chinoso.
yes, and my real name Valentine. So that's my native name, Nigerian name. Yeah,
But Valentine is your what name?
my Valentine is my first name.
Oh, it's actually your first name.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a deep meaning, man. How long you been in Samoa for, bro?
Oh, I have been in Samoa about 3 years, 6 months now. Getting to yeah, more than more than that.
What are you doing here, man?
Well, I engage in so many activities here in Samoa. Samoa is a nice place. It's a cool place to stay, to work, and to live. So I specialize in constructions activities. That's what I partake mainly. That's what I do mainly. All construction activities.
When did you first heard about Samoa?
Mm, okay, if I may say, I'm a kind of person that I always make researches. I always make researches. So I did my research and found that someone I heard about someone. I said, "Wow, this country may be nice. It's like I'm gonna come and you know and visit this country."
This
So
place must be nice. Yeah, Malo, also for. Just here. I just let my man introduce himself. What's your name, my guy?
oh, my name is Valentine Chenonso. Chenonso Valentine Chenonso. I'm from Nigeria. My name is Valentine Chinonso.
Explain to me the meaning of your Jonoso name.
Oh, Chinonso is a native name which Nigerians and black people name their kids. Especially is a name given to me by my parents. Yeah, yeah. Is it means Chinonso means God is with us. That's what it means in our dialect. In our dialect. So
So it's like Allah Akbar. That's what it like. It's like that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, because that's what Allah Akbar means. Hey,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's crazy. Yeah. So how long you been in Samoa for, my bro?
Oh, if I can say, I have been here for so long, about 3 years plus now in Samoa. Yeah, I've been living here in Samoa.
Why did you pick Samoa, bro?
Well, no, this is a research I made. This is a research I made online. I'm a kind of person, I always make researches. I'm full of researches. So I made this research and saw this, Google it, and saw this name Samoa. Oh, I said, really? Samoa will be a nice country. Man, I have not heard about this country. I must go and see because seeing is believing, and me, I believe in seeing and I believe what I'm seeing. So I don't stay from afar and conclude about the country. So that's why I came down here. No, yeah. Let me see by myself and know. Yeah. So,
So how old are you, bro?
oh, now I'm about 36 years old now. Yeah.
God damn, 36. You don't look 36 at all, bro.
Oh, that's how God meant it to be.
Black don't crack face.
you know, we are too. They say skinny people looks younger and younger every day.
Yeah.
That's our nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was like Nigeria like?
Um, Nigeria is a cool place, and let me say is hotter and is hotter is a hot country because of the is closer to the earth. Yeah, Nigeria is close to the earth, so Nigeria is hot as well. It's very hot, but well, is part of a country that is found in Africa. Nigeria is in Africa as a whole. You know, like Africa is Pacific. I like Pacific now. In Pacific, we get many kind of
People.
yeah states and other countries into. So that's how we get Nigerian. in Africa.
How big is Nigeria?
Nigeria is
Wait, turn
about
me back, man. I have to chase you, man.
okay, okay. Nigeria is about the population of Nigeria is about like 2 million plus now, 200 and something million
Yeah.
people.
You must think Samoa is really small, bro.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Samoa is a small country, but they do a very big stuff. They do a very big stuff. That's why I like. It doesn't matter how big is a country.
Yeah,
It's what the country can give out.
yeah.
So I'm really proud of Samoa because they are really impressing me in one way or the other. They are really impressing me. Yeah, yeah.
When you were doing your research, you didn't find Fiji and Tonga.
Yeah, yeah. I found Fiji. I found Fiji. There are a lot of blacks in Fiji. I said no. This like I said no. Let me. It has been mixed up. Let me go to this place where
Yeah,
I found no black. Yeah.
yeah,
In Samoa,
yeah.
it's very hard for you to see black guys, black people here in Samoa.
Yeah.
Just few of them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw like two today. I saw two
Really?
black guys, and I was like, "Hey, I know a Nigerian," and he's like, "I'm from Congo," and I was like,
Oh,
"Yeah." So I seen him over there at the ANZ bank, and I was like, "Oh, there's another black guy." But yeah, so
yeah, I believe many people have been come. Many blacks have been coming to Samoa. Now Samoa has been known, it's been popular after the Chogom meetings. So it's created awareness and make Samoa popular now.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good thing, and it's really nice because it's makes the country known, well known. Some of the countries they don't know about it. They don't know about Samoa. If some people don't know about Samoa, if you go, oh, where are you? They will say, I will say, I'm in Samoa. They say, Samoa? I've not heard about this country before. I say, oh, Samoa, just Google it, browse it, check it on your net, on your Google, you're gonna see it. You say, but right now, I'm telling you, many people are hearing about Samoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hearing about Samoa.
So that's your mom. Is your mom and dad alive and back at home?
Yeah, 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 they're still alive, stronger, healthy, old age. They say they are always sick. Old people always get sick.
Do they know where Samoa is?
They heard about it. I'm sure they have not been here, so I think that they don't know about where Samoa is located, but they hear about Samoa because I'm here. So they
So,
should know.
why am I for Samoa? Did they know for Samoa?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard a little bit of Samoan languages, not too big like that. Yeah, they said Lekiki, Lekiki. I hear Samoan language.
Ngomong feel lolo.
Yeah, yeah. I hear about little, like 50% of Samoan languages I can hear and speak. Yeah, all the rest of them.
So, what do you really like about Samoa, bro?
Well, if you may ask me, Samoa is a cool place. It's a cool country. So far, about all the countries I've been visiting now, I've been in now. Samoa seems to be the most coolest country so far. So they don't have any problem. It's very cool. So and peaceful, cool and peaceful. I don't like countries who that are too crowded, noisy, and But Samoa are not like that. So they one thing I like Samoa, they just mind their own business, try to protect the country.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is the most important thing that matters.
yeah,
If the government can't protect their citizens, it's of no use. But this government here, they are trying a lot. I must appreciate them a lot on their effort to see that the citizens are okay, doesn't get any harassment, any doesn't get hurt by another people or by the foreigners who are coming in. Yeah,
Well, you've been here for a while. If anyone wants to start a fight here, they don't need the government, so they just all the people just smashing, bro. Like,
They, Samoan people they like their brothers. They like one another, so they always help each other. And one thing I really like Samoa here is about they love a lot. Samoan people they love each other. They love each other. They helps each other. They cares for each other. You
Fuck,
know,
you must know like different Samoans than I do, bro.
yeah, they cares for each other. They love each other. So if your fellow Samoans have a problem, they will come and help you.
Oh,
That's
you
one.
talking? You're talking about Falavi Lavi.
Oh, and concerning that for the Falevalavi, man, that's I can't say much about the Falafel. Is so that's one of the cultures of Samoa,
Yeah.
but to me, it's a lot of money spending, man.
Yeah. Speak
Yeah,
your truth,
yeah.
bro.
I must tell you the truth. If it comes in that aspect,
Yeah.
I am always afraid.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, as someone who is a part of Samoa now, so by God's grace, I believe sometimes I'll be a citizen now. Yeah, in Salmon. So that's one of the things that gets me afraid. Honestly speaking, yeah, it gets me afraid really. But
Yeah. I'm a Samoan and I'm scared of Falavi Lavi too, bro. Like, yeah.
you should not be scared about the falafel. You guys are used to it. But why I'm a little bit scared is because I'm not too used to it. So that's why
How much is the funeral cost in Nigeria?
the free what?
Funeral.
Oh, it depends. It depends. It depends. Is not a must that you must spend money. Some people you do it based on your pocket. Based on your pocket, you don't do it to entertain others or to please others.
What's the most expensive Nigerian funeral you know about?
The top rich. In if
Well,
you
actually, don't say the rich. What's the average funeral cost?
average funeral cost is about you can use about 500,000.
And how much that in Tala?
In Tala, you can, let's say, in Salmon Tala, 500,000 is about 1,000 Tala, or yeah, or thereabout. So
So
it's
he a
not too high.
Nigerian funeral costs 1,000 Tala.
Yeah,
Nigerian funeral. You know what a Samoan average funeral costs?
no.
Do you know,
I have not experienced one, so I can't really say for sure
bro?
because
The average funeral for Samoans is around 70,000, 80,000. That's a small funeral.
oh
You know
my
my nana's funeral? My nana's funeral, 140,000.
oh my god. That's a really that's a really big money. If you know in 140,000, something thousand, if you change it in Nigeria, is a big money, man.
Yeah.
It costs you to even give you up to about 30 million to 40 million. Yes, Nigerian.
So
Naira.
Samoan funeral is 13 million Nigerian dollars.
Yes. So in Nigeria, anyone that use that kind of money to do the funeral, ah, we count them as a rich people.
Like rich,
Yeah,
rich.
they are very rich. The families must be rich.
So Nigerian people would think Samoan people are rich?
Well, I may not say that Salmon are richer, or I may not say Nigerian are richer. It's just because of the currency involved, the
Yeah.
currency involved. Yeah,
I can't believe that a Nigerian funeral can cost as much as 1,000 Tala. That's crazy to me, bro.
yeah, bro. It can really cost because of people who doesn't have. They are trying to cut some cost. They are trying to reduce some cost. So you know, you don't have to do things where it's gonna choke you up. So you have to do things according to your limit and according to your pocket.
Yeah.
So that's why they do like that. So you asked me about the least cost, the average least cost.
Yeah.
So that's why I told you like that. Yeah.
If a Samoan funeral was to ever be around 1,000 Tala, but everyone will like complain about it. Just like you seen the
Really?
Fa'alave Lave, heaps of
Yes,
people come, and then you have to give him money. It's expensive, bro. Yeah, so that's the. Anyway, we'll move on. So, what is the girl situation like in Samoa? What do you think of the girls here?
if you come in girls aspect in Samoa, I mean, really say Samoan girls, I mean, say they are beautiful. Yeah, they are really beautiful. God, I would say God created them special, special. They are beautiful. The least of them, they are beautiful. More than some countries. Yeah, they are beautiful. You know, when I came to Samoa, I said, wow, those beautiful girls still exist in Samoa. I know that no countries, nowhere, they doesn't have beautiful people, beautiful girls and boys, men. But Samoa has really beautiful people. Yeah. About their girls, they are too kind. Like I said before, Samoan people, they are too lovely. They are too kind. They are. They helps a lot.
Yeah.
They helps a lot. So they are nice people. They are nice.
So, what nationality is your Kenyan now?
Oh, my wife is from Momo. Momo. Yeah. My wife is from Momo. It's from Samoa.
So, so you scared of Father Beloved, and then you went and date a, and then you went and married a Samoan girl. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
At the onset, when they talk about the Falevlavi, I didn't really understand what they mean by Falevlavi, how it goes and everything. So by the time I was staying, experiencing, witnessing some, I said, "Oh my gosh, is that is that?" I was saying, is that really what they mean by Falevlavi? Oh, this is really expensive, man. We can't do that. We don't do that. Falevlavi here in Samoa, some people use it to show off some people or some families that they can do this. Even if you don't have it, they would like to make sure they provide it.
Yeah.
But in ours, it's not like that. It's
Yeah.
not like that.
Nah, I agree with you on this, but we gotta keep this down in case someone hears. Then we're gonna get uppercut up in here. But yeah, nah. What's it called? So you have half Nigerian, half Samoan kids.
All my kids are Samoan. They looks like Samoan. Yeah.
Yeah. But are you gonna take them to Nigeria anytime?
Well, yeah, I would really love to, go and show my parents that I have a Samoan kids who looks different. They would really like to see them one day. One day.
Yeah. Cause you guys have dark skin, and we're not as dark as you. We're like brown, huh?
Well, if it comes in terms of dark skin, not everybody in Nigerians are dark. We have the white people, we have the black people. Maybe me, I would say that I fall into the people who is dark. I'm fall into dark people.
Yeah.
The group of people who are dark. So all my siblings, they are very fair. Only me a dark person in my family.
Solid. Me too, bro. Bro, everyone in my family light skin. Cause we have a German part, like generation ago. Like my grandma was like actual white.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it might be the time when like Germany used to occupy Samoa. So my great grandma was like white. So everyone's white except for me and the cameraman over there. Kwame Uli.
So you were born? Are you born from Germany?
Nah, I was born in Kukuilo, Bango Bango.
Okay.
So yeah, so Uzo, tell us something that we don't know about Nigeria. That like there's a lot of things like a lot of people don't know about Nigeria. Something special about Nigeria.
You know, one thing with Nigerian likes to invest, likes to travel. Most of the countries, there is nowhere, any country, parts of the whole world, you will go now, you won't find any Nigerian. We like, uh, 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 we like to, how am I going to put it this? Nigerians like to
Travel.
travel. We travel a lot. We like to experience, see what we have not seen. So by so doing, traveling is part of education, is part of learning and all the rest of
And
them.
do most of you guys return? Are you alright? Because I'm from Sydney, and then there is a lot of Nigerians there too. Like, and anywhere I go, I always meet a Nigerian. Like that. Now that I think about it, even Hawaii, I even met a Nigerian in China, bro. Like that's crazy. Do you guys go back or not?
No, 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 no. No, like I said, anywhere we travel, we like to stay there and experience and follow up the cultures and the laws of the country. Any place. So that's why it's not too hard for Nigeria to travel because they know that we are travelers. We travel a lot, so we doesn't find it so difficult to live in any country.
And you think that's a good thing, or is not a bad thing, or good thing, or neither?
Well, to me, I may say that traveling traveling is part of education. You know, there are some things which you learn in school. You know, during those times they were teaching us in school. There are some things they will teach you in school, and there are some things they can't teach you. So you learn it from your environment.
Yeah.
So so traveling, we learn and we experience so many cultures, so many behavior. We relate to so many people through traveling.
Yeah.
You know, there are some people who didn't go to school who are not educated, they are not literate, but due to they have started traveling, they became
More aware.
more exposed. They
I
became
see.
more
I see that.
enlightened.
I see that.
Even from their intonations, from their speaking, and from their communications, you see they have become a little bit better
Yeah, I
like
see that.
before.
I see that. I see that.
So
Yeah. It. Do you think that helps your help Nigeria grow, or does it stop Nigeria? Because say like you do travel out and you become a millionaire, but you live in Samoa now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, in that aspect of traveling, traveling does not make you a millionaire. It's based on your setup. It's based on what how you programmed and you planned your life and planned your programs.
Yeah.
So you know, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So once you didn't plan up and you keep on traveling, you might end up in wasting you the money you have, the little money you have saved for a while now. So that's why we Nigerians, before we make a move, we have already planned for it. We have already planned for it. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, true. So how many kids do you have?
Well, I have two kids now. I have two kids here in Samoa.
And what's the goal? Like, are you gonna raise them here, or are you gonna move somewhere else?
No, they were born here and they are raising here. They are raising here. I raised them here.
And you think there's a good future here for them?
Well, there should be. You know, people look down on their environment. To me, I don't look down on my environment because where you're looking down, there is a word that says a rejected stone shall be the head corner of the building.
A
So and
rejected stone
rejected stones
should
it
be
is
the
in the
head.
Bible. It is in the Bible. They said rejected stones, the stones which people rejected are always the head corners of the buildings. So that means wherever some people look down on the environment they are, which is to me is not advisable.
Yeah.
You have to be proud and be confident on where you're staying. Pray to God and keep on trying. You know, it's no matter of praying to God only.
Yeah.
You must work it out.
Yeah. But if someone offer you an opportunity to move to overseas, you
Yeah,
will, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. I will go, then come back because
Yeah.
I like here. So
Yeah.
I like to live here, but I will go.
I love here too. I don't know why you love here. I know why I love here.
Because, like I said before, when I came in here, I found peace of mind. So I always dwell and base where I got peace of mind. You know, peace of mind is the most important thing to everybody here, to every individuals. Once you are a human being, living being, you don't have peace of mind. The life will become so miserable to you. So I I I I must have to tell people it's not only me alone. You go for where you will get peace of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's some advice, guys. Peace of
that's
mind.
my yeah,
Yeah.
that's my advice to people. Don't go where you won't have peace of mind, because Peace of mind follows, carries many things. Peace of mind, when you have peace of mind, you will have good health. You know,
This is very true.
yes, when you have peace of mind, you have good health. Helps, you can be able to think. You know, thinking is a work.
So last few questions. What's some of the advice you like to leave to your kids for the future? This is the one time you can say something to your kids. What would it be?
Okay, to my kids, I the only thing I can be able to tell them is just believe on themselves, believe in God, believe on themselves, and work hard, and work hard. Yes, because there is no food for a lazy man.
This is very true. There's no food for lazy
There's no food
anybody.
for
Yeah.
a lazy man, because days has passed where manna comes from heaven. Now you have to work it out. That's why in the Bible they said, God bless the fruit of our hands. When you find something doing, God bless it. So work hard, commit it in God's hands. No, God must surely make a way for you.
That's a good advice, man. All right. So, what's one lesson you learned from your dad, my guy?
Well, the lesson I learned from my dad, dad taught me one memorable thing I will never forget in my life. He told me, son, one night he called me up, son, look, let me tell you, do everything you do, put God first. Because he's the root of every problems we have. To every problems you have, call on God first. You will most surely find a solution. So, and since then, believe you me, I have been putting it in action, and it has been working for me. It
Well,
has really been working for me all times. Whenever I have some many difficulties around me, I will call, oh God, Holy Spirit, direct me what to do. And the next minute, you see, I get solution of it immediately.
I should try this, man.
Yeah, yeah, it really helps. It really helps. Whenever you have some difficulties, just call God, tell, send down your spirit to direct me, because it is His spirit who teach. He's a great teacher. Yeah, Spirit of God is a great teacher. He always teaches us the right things.
Yeah, I'm.
He can, Spirit of God can mislead us. So He always teaches us the right thing and the right thing to do at every right time.
Yeah, I'm not a great listener. Eh? That's bad. Anyway, so what's one thing you learned from your mom?
My mom only taught me how to respect people a lot. He asked me, no matter what, just care and cherish people around you. Don't look down on anyone you see. So he made me to have, how will I gonna put this? My mom asked me that I should not look down on anybody I see, because you never, as long as the day and night comes, you can't predict what will happen tomorrow. The person you are looking down on tomorrow may be the one on the top, or the one you are looking that is on the top tomorrow may be the one on the floor on the bottom.
The next day.
Yes, the next day. So many things happens as long as this earth is concerned. Yeah, don't look down on anybody. So and also I am reaching it out to my brothers over there who is listening to me under the sound of my voice. I will tell them, never them look down on anyone. Do not look down on anyone. Yes,
Well,
yes.
just to wrap up our interview, my guy. So say your mom and dad's name, like their full name, so that forever in the book in history and be on YouTube forever.
Oh, my dad name is Sam. Sam. So we call it Samuel. It's a name from the Bible. No,
Sam's, yeah.
Sam, Samuel. So and my name, mom's names, we call it NK, Nkiru. That is a native name. No,
Yeah, what are their native names, bro?
it means the one and the future is better than
Yeah.
the one now. The future is better. The one at the front is better. And than now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, final last question. How many languages do you speak?
Well, notwithstanding, I can say I hear and speak five different languages now.
What are they?
Yeah, I can speak